right, guys, I am back and we are going to work on some ephemera and we're going to have some chit chat and I'm going to address a couple of things. This is the first video I'm making since I released the camper video about the subscribers for Lori and the giveaway. And I just love all of you guys. You guys just like make my day and my world such a better place. You guys are amazing. Last time I checked, she was at like 53, which is like 25 more than she had. And that is just fabulous. And I'm sure it's gone up like, and obviously by the time you guys see this, it'll be like almost a week later and she'll already be over 100 and life will be great. Yeah, so I'm super excited for her. So congratulations, Lori. Yeah, I just love this community. How great is this community? It's amazing. How we just all lift each other up and we just, you know, the bad apples, they weed themselves out and we just are left with gorgeous, fabulous people. I just love it. It makes me so happy. All right, so we are going to just like create, because I was like totally stressing out about what ephemera am I going to do for this cool journal. Oh, by the way, I don't have anything done on the cover like as far as decorations yet, but I have figured out what we're going to do. And that'll be probably one of the last videos of the series. We're going to put that on the spine because it's my favorite lace. We all know that, right? And then I'm going to make a, if you think about like headband, because this is stretchy, so it'll stretch for bulk. And then I made this flower, oh, many moons ago, probably like 2 years ago. Let's get rid of the dust in there. Okay. And I knew someday I would have the perfect project for it. And so I do now. So I'm super excited. Those flowers were made very similar to my other flower videos. And actually I'm getting really low on flowers. So maybe we'll just have like a mass make flower session and we'll do like paper flowers and, kind of like the shabby chic type flowers. These ones were done a little bit different, than how I make them now, but I like that one too. That method works better for the bigger flowers. But so, yep. And this is how it looks when it's all bound. And I've already started putting in some tabs. I just wanted to see how it looked. So, and I'll tab up all the pages. And those tabs, if you'll remember back, came from Amy at Glamping and Glitter. So yeah, I'm going to use all the cool little colors she sent me in that. So thank you again for those, Amy. And then, yeah, let's just, we're just going to start creating, I guess, because like I said, I was kind of freaking out on, you know, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Which brings me to my next comments. And of course, there's been kind of a kerfuffle. And I mean, it's not like serious drama, at least for me, it's not. I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to go about my business. And yeah, so I guess, and I've watched the video about design teams and I don't even know the girl's name and I'm not even going to like share the video. Because it doesn't, I don't think it applies to me, per se. Like, yes, I'm on design teams. But, I mean, I think her thing was more, like, on, like, large-scale things and, like, mixed media. But she was basically saying that, you know, being on design teams, you're only paid in glitter. Well, I can tell you from my perspective, I love being paid in glitter because the glitter for me is that I get access to like fabulous graphics, like digital kits, and I get them for free and I most of the time have access to them like really quickly, so I get to be one of the first people to create with them, which is amazing, right? Like yeah, I enjoy it. And every team that I am a part of, I love each and every one of the designers. They're great to work with. If there ever came a time where I needed to take some time off, they would totally be understanding about it. Like when my nephew passed away, you know, 2 months ago. All of them like basically said, you know, hey, you know, do you need some time? And for me, I work best and create best, or I don't want to say create best, but I work through sadness and depression and things like that best when I'm busy. For me, that works well. And it's not that I'm ignoring what's going on, but just the simple fact of being able to create while I'm processing, that works well for me. So yeah, I don't feel deprived in any manner. I don't want anybody to ever feel like that for me, I guess maybe is the word I'm looking for. I don't know, but yeah, I don't at all. Every creator that I design for, it is a stellar human, and I can't imagine not creating for them. I think eventually, that they'll, I don't want to say they'll want to move on, but they'll, you know, they'll want, because each one of us on the teams, creates differently, right? And then, sometimes I think switching up, or not maybe up, but like, you know, I think, how do I want to put this? Because I don't mean it negatively at all. But I think sometimes things can become stale. And so there may come a point where we all kind of collectively agree that, you know, maybe at this point it might be better if, you know, I don't want to say this negatively either, but like fresh blood, so to speak, right? Because I think design teams, at least in my opinion, allow new creators to enter the world of YouTube, right? Enter the world of design. And it gives them a great start to everything. And so I think eventually, I don't want to say I'll get tired of it, because I can't imagine that. Maybe someday, but yeah, because everything, you know, like I said, like every new kit is just a new creation you can make, in my opinion. And yeah, so don't ever worry about that with me, guys. Like, I am very happy at where I'm at. And I think too, sometimes, I mean, I could definitely see if you took on too much. You know, I mean, honestly, there are times where I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? I mean, it happens, you know, you get, you know, especially like halfway through the month and you're like, oh no, I still have this and this to do. But I think for me, I can't speak for all creators. I can't, you know, or, you know, people who are on design teams. I certainly won't speak for everybody. But for me, I at the beginning, or actually technically at the end of every month, I'm already like lining out what I plan to do for the following month. It's I'm very regimented in that way. Like, I know, of course I have to be a little flexible, right? To, you know, in case life happens, I need to change days up or whatever, but I have a general gist of an idea, of which videos are going on which day, you know, and kind of what I want my projects to be. So, I mean, that helps, you know, being pretty organized in that department helps. Yeah, so I'm happy. Like, I love what I'm doing. I love the people I create with. They're all fabulous people. And like I said, I know that if I ever needed a break or whatever, they would be like, okay, just let us know when you're ready, you know? And like I said, I think maybe this lady was, part of, I don't want to say maybe, well, yeah, like a larger scale things maybe, or different genre, and you know ahead of time where you're going, you know what I mean? Like, when you're asked to be on a design team or you try out for a design team, you already know kind of what's expected. And so then at that point, I feel like you can't be surprised later down the road. And that, to me, honestly, is what it felt like she was saying, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, you know me, I try never, ever to judge anybody or their circumstances or, you know, what's behind their decisions or, you know, anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to say either. Not at all. Because, you know, everybody does their life and their journaling or their art differently. Boy, I feel like I'm almost maybe getting myself into a hole here, but yeah, I just obviously don't ever bite off more than you can chew, right? I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, some months it is overwhelming, like you know, because life is life. But if I ever get to that point, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that all the people I create with their digitals, if they ever, like, if I ever had a problem, they would just, you know, they would be on my side asking me what they could do to help. I mean, that truly is how I feel. And that is the responses that I've gotten from them. And, you know, that's honestly why I haven't, I've been asked by a couple other people to join design teams. And I honestly, guys, I've turned them down, not because they're not fabulous and I wouldn't want to create with them, but I already have 5, you know. I'm pretty busy girl. So, which trust me, I'm good with that. I feel like if I take on any more, then I won't be able to give the level of creativity that I can now, if that makes any sense. Or time commitment. Because I'm one of those, like, if I can't give each project my full attention, then I feel like I've cheated the designer, if that makes sense. So that's honestly why I don't create, like, I do bulk stuff, right? But I don't create, more than one design team project. Like, I don't create, say, Poppiness and Crafty Cat together. I don't, you know, and I wouldn't do, Emily's design team and Nikki's all 4 of them. Like, I wouldn't have 4 journals going at once with those. Cause I would do, like, you know, 4 journals, just say, of Crafty Cat stuff, because obviously her digitals flow together. Same with Poppiness and Emily's and Nikki's and Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I would do that, you know, if it were the same designer, I would do that. But because they're all of the ones that I create for are so different, it would just be really crazy. And yeah, that would just, can you imagine? I guess I would be fearful that I would put the wrong digital, like the wrong tags and the wrong, like in the wrong, oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like I would put the wrong, tag in the wrong journal, and then I would be like doing the flip through, and it would just be awful, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm happy. Like I said, I can't speak for anybody else, but I'm extremely happy with where I am. And yeah, so probably enough said on that score. I don't want to, like, drive you guys away. I would like a flower of some sort there with that cute, adorable little bee. So let's pull this out and see what we have. I think I've got all kinds of little things from different kits of Amy's, but I'm almost wondering, oh, you know what might be perfect? Hold on. It's going to take me a second to get it out of this thing here. I have these washi flowers. That might be what I'm looking for. And a cute little sunflower. Oh, there's pink flowers up there. So let's see if we can find a cute little pink flower here. Oh, there's a pink rose right on top. How about that? But yeah, so I'll quit talking about that in just a second. But, oh, the other thing I wanted to address is I can only imagine how some of the creators are feeling right now, or like the designers. Like, I feel like they might be panicking a little bit, you know, that maybe their people will quit, or, you know, that their people feel that way. And I don't at all. If I felt that way, I would definitely quit the teams and not be a part of it. And I would never advocate against them, obviously, but yeah, I don't feel that way at all. My experience has been really good, and everybody, like I said, is always upfront about it. I mean, I suppose there probably could be. Well, and I guess the other thing that kind of bothered me about the video was that she was kind of acting like all she got was like free product, right? I was like, that's not true. Oh yeah, that's cute. That's not true, because she got to create with free stuff, right? And then she got to make the money off of it, right? So in theory, I mean, obviously as a crafter, you guys all know that there is no way that you will ever make, I don't want to say this like weirdly either, but like, there's no way you can charge the prices that, that you should for the amount of hours that you put into your projects. I mean, and that's true across the board. I don't care what craft it is. That is true all the way across the board. And I know every crafter knows that. Every artist knows that, you know, like, you can put 1,000 hours into a project, but I mean, and in theory, right, if you got just minimum wage, you're never going to get whatever that equates out to. Like, you're never going to get $10,000 for it, right? Like, however much that is. You guys can do the math for me really quick, but you're never going to make that, right? So yeah, I just kind of felt like, and maybe it's because I haven't been doing it as long as she has. I mean, that's entirely possible too. You know, I mean, I had never really heard of this girl before last week. Because that's not really something that I'm into. Like, I mean, I love mixed media as far as like how we apply it to journals, but like, I don't plan to go that direction. Like, I think it's fascinating, like when Gail does it, and like when Shell at Rambling Crafter does like all of her stuff. And, you know, I think it's fascinating when like people use mixed media. But it's really just not, I'll say it's not my thing, because that makes it sound like I'm not interested. But yeah, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm boring the heck out of you guys, so maybe I should just zip it and just like create, right? So yeah, I feel very loved and very appreciated on the teams that I am. So I'll leave it at that, and just have done with it. So I don't want people to be discouraged either on, if you have a new channel and you have the opportunity to be on a design team, definitely do it. It helps you in so many facets. Like, it helps you become a better creator, I think. It pushes your comfort levels. I've learned so much in the last year. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am for all the things that I've learned. Like, and all the experiences too. You can't, it doesn't get any better than that, in my opinion. Like, I have met so many beautiful people. Yeah. So, and that goes back to the other thing I was going to say, and how how I started the video with Lori's stuff. Do not ever be afraid to dream. You have no idea what's waiting on the other side. And like, I'll say it a million times, as many times as it takes. Dream your little dream. And what is the absolute worst that can happen? Nobody watches your videos, right? That's the worst. And sure, that's a little disappointing, But what really do you have to lose? Nothing. Did you have fun doing it? Were you nervous and did you challenge yourself to something new? Well, there you go. That can be your takeaway, right? So yeah, do it. Just do it. You have nothing to lose. And I have never experienced, like, or I've never seen it happen where somebody is like utterly destroyed on like comments and stuff. Like I've seen where people leave like negative comments on people's things. But you know what? Like I said at the very beginning of this video, those people get weeded out really quickly. Like in this community, you can't do that. Like it's not a thing. Like the minute somebody finds out that you're not genuine, you're kind of done for. You know what I mean? Like you don't get away with that in this community, which I love that. We are united in we're here to create, we're here to craft. And if you've got negative stuff, you can just take a hike. So yeah. And I don't know, in the whole time I've been doing this, I've had like 2 negative comments. And I don't know if I've really advertised this, but like I only pin comments for like 2 reasons. Because as a YouTube channel owner, I guess I should have told you all the way along. I'm creating a pocket, a stacked pocket. This one's just a really basic pocket for those of you that are just learning. Just simple, basic 5 inches, or I'm sorry, 7 inches, 5 inches, 3 inches, just 2 inches apart from each other. And then you just glue on the sides here. And then I just collaged on the top of them, just added some stuff. We'll have to figure out something for this. And I'm actually thinking a cute little purple or yellow flower would look good there. See what happens when I'm busy ranting? Oh man, not always good, right? Okay, so where was I? Oh, pinning comments. So as a creator, not so much. I have the ability to pin comments. And so I've only ever pinned 2, and I pinned them for one of 3 reasons, 2 reasons really. One reason is if it's a bullying comment, I'm going to pin your comment. Like, you're not going to get away with that on my channel. Not at all. No, ma'am. Nope. And maybe people think that might be bullying, but you know what? It stops. When you call people on their garbage, it stops. That person left my channel and has yet to ever show back up. So yeah. The other reason I might pin a comment is if somebody has a great tip or, you know, that sort of thing. But I'll always tell you that that's why I'm pinning it. Like, I'm pinning your comment because, you know, this, or this. So don't ever feel like if your comment gets pinned that I think that your comment was mean, because that's not it either. But yeah, I don't got time for negative. And it doesn't, honestly, you know, I know some people get really upset about like thumbs down and like bad comments and stuff. Here's my take on that. A click is a click. YouTube doesn't care. Truly, YouTube doesn't care. You click into my video and you watch 5 minutes of it, or maybe not even 5 minutes. Maybe you watch it like 3 minutes, just like long enough to push the thumbs down, which I've gotten a couple. I mean, like I said, but again, it doesn't really bother me. It's actually a win for me because a click is a click. Every time, and that's what I try to tell everybody that gets upset about the thumbs down. I was like, a click is a click, and every time your video is clicked into it, it goes into an algorithm, right? So then you start coming up in people's recommended, which gets you exposure. So their negativity ends up helping you in the end. So, yep, thumbs down, whatever, I win. I get the benefit out of the fact that you clicked into my video long enough to put a thumbs down. So I win. So yeah, nobody has time for that stuff. And if you let it get to you, it will eat you alive, really. And sorry, I'm looking for my little porch prints words that I have. Well, there's my porch prints folder, but the words are not in there. So, oh, yeah, but I don't think I have any more little ones printed. I found the big ones, but those will just like eat up the whole thing. Wow. Isn't that great, huh? Well, goodness gracious. You know what else I have here? I do have some of Poppiness's nature quotes here. So I think maybe we'll just steal one of those. How does that sound? And I am doing these pretty flat as possible. Because if you notice there's not a ton of room in these as far as like for like bulky stuff. So yeah, so sorry I ranted on about you guys, or not about you, to you guys about the stuff that's kind of going on and how I feel about it. So, but other than that, life is like spectacular here. Yeah, so cute. Okay. Yep, I am loving life. Things are going smoothly. My little 4-Hers are now starting to get their showmanship stuff all ready for submission. And so I'm super excited because I get to see their cute little faces for the first time in months. Yeah, I do miss my little guys. You know what I miss most? I miss them, their smiles, really. And like that look they have when like what you're teaching them really like sinks in. Oh, I miss that. Oh, I miss that. Or like, I'm going to end up tearing up again. But like when they discover that they already knew what you're teaching and that they had been doing it right, that's another amazing, amazing thing to see. That's a fun tag, isn't it? That one is out of the Ada kit. So is that one. Look at this adorable little envelope. That one comes in the buttons kit. Yeah, so yeah, I just love my kids. And one of the dads called me last night and it was so adorable. Like, he's a single dad. He's like, I don't get this, this, and this. It's so cute. I love it when dads take such an active role. Yeah, this little girl is just as cute as a button too. Oh, I missed them. And you know what? I won't even get to see them at fair, obviously, because there's only a few things going on at fair. Like a few projects offered. Okay, I love that. Very cute. Do I want a little piece of something up there? I don't think I do. Don't think I do. Okay. So let's see. What else do we have? Ooh, that one's a pretty one. Look at that color. That's really pretty. That yellow. Yeah, I like the yellow. I think it like kind of brings out the bumblebee. Okay, and then when we glue it in, we're going to make a little, I wonder if I've got another little flower or photo. I don't want to cover up the bee. Or we could do this one. Get this on the side. I'm crazy about the colors together. Anyways, we're going to make a big, like a big journaling card, and then have it like a side tuck. Maybe that's a little bit lighter. Goodness gracious. I don't know that I'm going to find what I'm looking for. We might have to, is that one about the same size? That one's bigger and even. Oh, and I'm mumbly today. Deepest apologies, guys. Not that one. No. About my little Emma Ephemeris Treasures little ones. I think those are all too tall too. No. I'm almost out of those stuff. I better get in gear. And I thought there was another little red one. Oh, here we go. Maybe. There's some little cards here. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to ink that one. So how are you guys? I hope everybody's well and safe. I always forget to ask that at the beginning of the video. And I didn't even look at the time before we started. That's all right. We're just going to go and keep creating. Okay. Let's figure out where we're going to put this cutie pie. And then we'll decorate a journaling card for it. This is going to go in the first one because we can be a little more bulky on the middle signature, but these side ones, we're going to have to be pretty careful. And I think it already kind of decided to do, are you guys seeing that? Let me check. Yeah, okay. I had already kind of just, ooh. I think I'd gotta keep like not finishing what I'm saying, huh? Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, let's glue that in. And I'm just gonna go here, here, and here with the glue so that we can make a side tuck. Except for I didn't close it up. So yeah, gotta get the little things out of there. Oh, you guys must laugh at me all the time. I mean, I laugh at me all the time, so I wouldn't blame you if you did. Oh, and I gotta head out here soon too. I got post office to do today. Post office duty, here I come. Okay, so that should be about 4.5 wide because that pocket's 4 inches wide. So if we do 4.5 inches and then do a little bit of lace on the outside of it, and that's a 7-inch pocket. So if I do 6.5 by 4.5, we'll see if that'll fit. Because these two cards I've already cut to go in the front. I already have some over here. Let's see what I've got. Sorry guys, 4.5 I said. Nope. Yeah, sorry, got a little confused there. Which happens often, right? You're kind of used to it. Oh, and I'm falling off my chair today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut that 1/2 inch off. I made it 4.5. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down to 6, I think. Yep, and then by the time we put a little bit of lace on it, I think we'll be good. Okay, I am going to stay with the rounded corner theme. That's just confusing me. All right. I have this extra sheet that I printed out here. I think I'd like to put this on there, but not in tag form. Maybe on one of the other journaling cards we'll make the other little girl with the poppies, because it's adorable. Okay, I think I'm gonna frame it. Let's see, not yellows. Do we have this green? Let's just see what that looks like behind there. Maybe the pink. There's like a purpley blue. Not really liking that either. I think I like that one best. Oh, earlier I was gonna say one other thing that I didn't actually get, like, to my point, about the design teamwork and stuff. That's honestly why I've never done anything corporate. Like I think doing like the BB craft thing is probably really cool. But I don't have time. Like I'm sure that one comes with a whole lot more commitment. And I don't have time for that. So if you guys were ever wondering why I didn't do like the In Love Arts or the BB craft, it's because of that, because I don't have the time. Okay, and then we're gonna off center this a little bit, like we'll go a little crooked. Maybe bring her up a little. Yeah, okay, I like that. Yeah, I just don't have time. I mean, I think this stuff's really cool and I'll definitely buy, but oh my goodness. Like Amy's doing this big thing for Arteza and it's gorgeous, but I just, wow, that's a lot of time. Have you guys seen her book that she's making? It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Someday we might. Someday if I could turn this into like, that's all I did, I would totally be down for that. Again, going back to like the whole time management thing. Like, I haven't gotten to the point yet now where I like eat, breathe, and sleep YouTube and design work. I will never get to that point where it just kind of takes over. When this is supposed to be fun, so that's what we make it, is fun. Oh boy. Yeah, so by the time you guys see this, you'll probably almost maybe see the video. If it does actually come to fruition. So last night was when the finishing up video posted for Peugeot's thing that we made together, that little folio page spread. So it aired yesterday, so that like the information was there, or not there, like me saying I wanted to have my dad do that because I'm filming so far in advance. So I texted him last night and I was like, hey, there's lots of people who want you to do a video with me while we're on vacation. He's like, okay, whatever. So usually whatever means in my dad speak is that, okay, fine. Okay, fine, you get your way. So yeah, that means that I will probably, I was going to say bully him into doing it, but not bullying. I'll gently persuade him to do it. Only I think I'll have like all the things ready for them. Because I think we're going to try to make it like a challenge between my dad and Paul. I think that would be really fun. Similar to what Emily's done with her boys on her channel. Only the competition will be between the two of them and it won't be chopped. It'll just be like, here, make these. I think it's going to be cute. And I think I'm going to go a little bit crazy with the color. And I got this really cool turquoise thing. So talks amongst yourselves for 2 seconds while I grab it out of the closet. All right, so I got these pink and this teal one, and I'm hoping that this teal one looks cute. I hope it does. We might need to distress a little bit. Too much? I mean, because technically it should be a lighter color, right? I mean, I should go with the creams, right? I will use it, just not on this one. I'm kind of eclectic girl, if you hadn't figured that out yet. I definitely like my colors mixed in there. And I don't know if I've said before, but I get this stuff off of joanns.com. I think sometimes you can find them in store, but I have the best luck ordering it off their website. Another thing I'm trying to fight the urge for is I love these beads that everybody's doing. I just haven't been a great beader in the past. They kind of frustrate me, if I'm being honest. I think, you know, we all have our things we're good at, and beads are not one of them for me. I think I just lose patience with it. And I think you have to have a lot of patience when you're working with beads. Because I think I struggle with not knowing where to put what where. And I mean, Amy's done a video for me. Well, not maybe for me, but on her channel. And Emily tried so hard to teach me beading last year in some of her videos. Yeah, I'm kind of hopeless. Okay, and this isn't the last I'm going to do with this, but it is the last right this second, because I think I'm going to sew it, but it'll have to dry. But I want to show you what it's going to look like in there. And then I did find this, which is similar to what people are using. I don't even remember where I got this, but we got it for the kids when they were doing the heavy icing, because their little hands were getting really tired with the big piping bags. So I got these and they helped a little bit with their wrists and stuff. So, but now that neither one of them are doing cake decorating in 4-H, man, it's all fair game, isn't it? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So I was like, I'm using it. Yep, it is now mine. And I have several of them, so we'll see. So I'm going to put the triple thick in that. So long story short, I'm gonna go ahead and do a charms video again, and I'm gonna make some cute little charms for this. Yep, okay, I like that. And it doesn't rub too much. Perfect. Right. Because I think once it dries, then I'll stick it in a little bit further. Oh, that's as far as it goes. All right, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video. And I guess if it's not too long, then I will just join another one. But if not, I hope you all stay safe, stay well, and thank you for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.